What's up, everybody? We have a special video, not actually going to be going through a comic. Ever so often I get things in my mailbox sent to me. If you go to my website, you can get that address. I'm also linking in the description of this video since we're technically doing sort of an unpackaging of some mail that I got. But in one of the recent episodes of For Canon's Sake, I interviewed Eric and Julia Leewald, and one was a showrunner as well as the other was a writer for the animated, or X-Men the animated series, which is near and dear to pretty much all of our hearts. We look at it as peak, at least I do, peak sort of American animation, great depiction of just some comic book characters that really respected the source material, which is what we're all about. And it just aged like, man, being older, and I've been doing those videos, I like to get back to those, by the way, but being older and actually going through those episodes and analyzing it sort of after, because that stuff came out when I was a kid, but analyzing it as an adult it's just so much better. It's just absolutely so much better. If you have Disney Plus, you can check out all of that. But we are going to get into some mail that was sent to me by way of Eric and Julia Leewald after I did my interview with them. I was not expecting this. I have absolutely no idea what's in this. So that's the whole point of this video. We're going to go through it. I appreciate all of you for taking a look at this video, but there's another platform that you should follow me on. Twitch. Yes, I'm on Twitch with the same username, twitch.tv/YoungRipper59. Catch me playing some games where I keep my cool and maintain very positive vibes. But for real, there's a political monopoly over there. Bunch of leftists and no political diversity. So give me a follow and subscribe over at twitch.tv/YoungRipper59. All right, let's get into it. So it's my P.O. box if you guys want to send me mail and so forth. But I had to mark out their name. I don't know, or their address more so, because I didn't know if this was something that they make public or anything like that. So let's just see what's in this bad boy. Let's check this out. Which way do I want to open this? Open this way? Is it going to come right off, or am I going to have to use this box cutter? We are about to find out. I know this camera's probably shaking and doing all kinds of things since I'm shaking to death. All right. What in the world is in here? Ooh. Ooh, this little bookmark or what? Yes, this is all their information, obviously. If you guys aren't familiar, you can read. They're fairly easy to get in contact with. They have their email, a website, xmentas.com. It's like we have ourselves a bit of a bookmark, which I will be using for comic books and stuff like that. What else we have in here? Oh, we got a bunch of stuff. A bunch of these cards, which I will absolutely give out for them. And what else is in there? What is this? From Eric and Julia Leewald's personal files. This is a photocopy of the first page of the first draft of the first script ever written for X-Men, the animated series. Please note the rusty mark from the very old paperclip in the upper left-hand corner. There's also a single hand written note from Eric about what he'd like to change in that first draft, Gruffer Wolverine. As he researched his book previously on X-Men, Eric had fun looking back at the thousands of pieces that had to come together to make X-Men the animated series what it was. And here's one of the very first. So we have a photocopy of, and I'm not even going to touch this, of the first, let's repeat this one more time. First page of the first draft of the first script. First page of the first draft of the first script that they sent to me. This is like one of the coolest things I've ever been sent. And it was sent me from, directly from them. March 12, 1992. I was 1. I was about to turn 2 years old that next month. So on the 17th. So I was, 1, going on 2 years old. Written by Mark Edward Edens, edited by Eric Lewald. And here's a little letter here. It says, I want to thank you so much for having us on your podcast to talk about X-Men, the animated series. Eric and I had a great time talking with you. We also greatly appreciate your support on social media. Enclosed is our way of saying thank you from Eric's own files. This is a photocopy of the first page of the first draft of the first script ever written, guys, for X-Men, the animated series. Please note the rusty mark from the very old paperclip. I believe I read that part. That was what was written on the back of this bad boy right here. We appreciate any way you can to spread the word among friends that Eric's book, previously on X-Men, the making of an animated series, is available from jacobbrownmediagroup.com. jacobsbrownmediagroup.com. You guys are following this with me, I hope. In the U.S., as well as Amazon, print on demand throughout the world. And our new book, which is what we talked a little bit about on our podcast, which I also link all of this stuff in the description, says new book, X-Men, the art and making of the animated series, comes out October 20th, 2020 from Abrams Books and Amazon. Again, thank you. And they both signed it, Eric and Julia Lewald. Wow, this is like very, very, very cool. I love the way they word it. First page of the first draft of the first script. I love it. Thank you so much, Eric and Julia Lewald. You guys have to check out that podcast that we did. It's a great podcast. So, I mean, it's just a lot of stuff, obviously, I didn't know about. But to hear them talk about it, sort of diving into just what it took to really bring that about, was an amazing experience for me. It was something new, obviously, because I hadn't known anything about that, or not. I didn't know much about it. And it was some great insights. So you guys go check that out. We'll link it in the description box. Of course, 4Canon Seconds live on all major digital platforms. They do have, if you want to know more about the experience in writing and just the show itself, previously on X-Men, the making of the animated series is already out. They have another book, which we talked about both of these really on our podcast. X-Men, the art and making of the animated series is the one that's coming out later this month. Later this year in October 2020, and I'll probably have them back on to talk a little more about that. This is awesome. I appreciate you guys so much for sending this, Eric and Julia Lewald. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you guys want to send me stuff, I get stuff from you guys all the time. You go to ericdjuly.com and go to contact, and you can get my address. I'll link it in the description as well, since we are talking about this. But thanks. Big shout out to Eric and Julia Lewald. And I would love to do more of these types of videos. I did one. My first one was really when the Saska sisters sent me that deal on Black Widow. But I like to do more stuff of this. Thank you so much for you guys to send me all sorts of stuff in the P.O. box, man. Thank you so much. But yep, that's gonna wrap it up. Till next time, y'all be easy.